Last year I attended what was billed as the world's biggest exhibition and conference in relation to human resource development, the HRD conference and exhibition at the Excel Centre in London. That's a free ad for them, by the way, because they haven't paid me. Anyway, I digress. I was wandering through the exhibition, which was attached to the conference, during one of the breaks, when a woman came over to me and she said, "Oh, I see you are from Gerdy.net. What is Gerdy.net?" I explained to her that I enable people understand how their mind works, so that they can free their mind from the programming that holds them back, and be all that they can be really turned on so that they can get the best out of the moment. She said, you're a little bit like the stand I'm on my way to, where they enable you be in the moment when you're making that all-important presentation. I said to her, no, not really like that at all, because how would you know when you're going to make your next all-important presentation? Sure, a set piece in front of a large audience might be important, but the next person you bump into in this conference centre, in this exhibition hall, could be the person that changes the course of your life. After all, the people to whom we are now closest in our lives, whether that be in business or in our personal lives, were once total strangers. We happened to be in the right frame of mind. Perhaps we happened to notice the opportunity just at a particular point in time, so that some of those strangers became, as I've just said, really, really important people. We have no idea whatsoever as to what is around the corner for us. The one thing we can be sure of, however, is that if we are like normal people, investing only 1% of their energy in the present moment, we simply could fall on our faces, tripped up by the next opportunity. We could pass the next stranger by who could be the most important person, leading us on to the next important stepping stone in our lives, in our journey towards being all that we could be, way beyond our normal imaginations. So, you never know when you're making an important presentation. You never know when it is most important to be at your best. You never know when it is that you need to make a really, really good impression. Now, unfortunately, it's impossible to make any kind of impression at all if you're normal. How can you make an impression if you haven't bothered to turn up? As I said a minute ago, if you're normal, you're only 1% present. You're not all here. And if you're not all here, don't be surprised that your life plods from one not too bad scenario to the next. Don't be surprised if you never ever meet the kind of people who could rocket you to the kind of stardom of which we are all capable, the kind of abundance to which we are all entitled. You need to pay attention. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. We need to pay attention and engross ourselves in what we are doing in the here and now. If you don't, your life will continue to be mundane, normal. If you do, being more present, you will have what normal people call presence. Great people have presence. Successful, abnormally successful people have presence. If you have presence, you will be impressive. You will make just the right impression on just the right people at just the right time. And the next stranger that you bump into could indeed be the person that changes the course of your life for the better.